The most important line in this Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef is the first line of Euphoria, literally the intro. Them superpowers getting neutralized, I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew looking paranoid and now spiraling. Kendrick Lamar knew the blueprint to beat Drake, and he knew he could only beat Drake if he neutralizes his superpowers. And with this most recent move he just made, everything is coming back full circle, and this may be the final dagger in neutralizing Drake's powers forever. But to understand how this sociopath, in a good way, is neutralizing Drake's superpowers, we have to understand exactly what Drake's superpowers are. After an extensive case studies on Drake's beefs and treachery in the industry, I found an answer, and the answer is actually pretty simple. Drake's superpowers is his relationships. And you figure this out pretty quickly when you look at the moves that Drake make 100% of the time when his back is against the wall. Like, for example, Pusha T dropped the story of Adidon in 2018 and gave Drake his first crushing rap battle loss. It was a really bad L for Drake. It exposed Drake, exposed his flaws, had people looking at Drake a little differently. All right, it was pretty unclear where Drake was gonna go from here. Nobody really knew because it looked like Drake was done, absolutely over with. But Drake was able to bounce back because Drake dropped an album the following month, June of 2018. And to make the industry forget about his devastating loss to Pusha T, Drake, with the help of UMG, got together, got in cahoots with the DSPs to literally reshape and retransform everybody's algorithm to go to Drake. Literally, if you had a Spotify account in 2018 when Scorpion dropped, it didn't matter what your algorithm was. Country music, pop music, rock music, alternative music, hip hop, jazz. It didn't matter, bruh. Drake was on your algorithm. You could type in anything you wanted. Country, pop, jazz, Scorpion was gonna pop up. Very so much so, bruh, that people began to protest, yo. People began to really protest this. People were really upset. And if you look at it, this is Drake on every playlist. One user accurately depicted how crazy it was in 2018. They put, me, I'm looking for some good music, Spotify, how about Drake? Me, and kind of in the mood for something else, Spotify, okay, so Drake? No, listen, I just Spotify Drake. That's how, you can see from this picture right here, bro, like how Drake is literally on Northern Bar, Swagger, R&B. This is, it was madness. It was mad. And if you think that UMG didn't utilize or call in favors, bro, for this to happen with Drake, you're out of your mind. You could literally type in jazz or type in whatever you wanted to type in, bro, unrelated to Drake. Drake was gonna pop up. There were people in country music who was irate that Drake was in their playlist because Drake ain't dropped a country song all year or ever. They were absolutely befuddled. It was what? But Drake utilized his relationships to have everybody world centered around him. Because if somebody's world is centered around you, if your music is everything they see, well, that washes out any type of memory of you taking a loss a month prior. It was so bad, bruh, right? It was so bad that folks was telling Spotify, yo, if y'all don't change this algorithm, bro, we're done. We're canceling our Spotify subscription. The streamer's quirky promotional technique backfired pretty quickly though. When some users complained about the promotion on their ad-free accounts and began demanding refunds. People were upset and they thought this was trifling. But this is just one of the examples of Drake using his relationships. Drake didn't just stop at using his relationships to boost up his own profile and rig the system in his favor, but Drake also utilized his relationships after the beef to destroy Pusha T. See, after the Pusha T and Drake beef, Pusha T didn't really have a body of work or song that anybody cared about, but Pusha T, however, was getting his big break. See, Pop Smoke team wanted Pusha T on a song with Young Thug and Gunna, who was scorching hot at the time. The beef was cool and all, but a song with Gunna and Young Thug at their peaks, this was gonna bring Pusha T back. This was gonna introduce him to a whole new demographic. Pusha T was officially back. The song was done, the song was turned in, and he was expecting for the song to come out when the Pop Smoke post-harmonious album dropped. Drake said, "Over my dead body," that song coming out with Pusha T on it. So Drake utilized his relationships to call in a favor to get Pusha T taken off the song with Young Thug and Gunna. Pusha T would tell Young Thug, hey Young Thug, couple things. One, don't feel bad. Nobody knew what the verse was about. The label heads that stopped it didn't even know. They only assume because he told them, the same way he told about the Raw's Maybach 6 verse. And if he'll tell record executives about rap verses, God only knows what else he'll tell. I don't deal in police work. Police rappers are police ninjas. Pusha T would also call out Young Thug because Drake utilized Young Thug to bully the label to take Pusha T off the album. Because Young Thug essentially sided with Drake, right? So Drake told the label, hey, bruh, he can't be on that song. Take him off. And Young Thug told the label, yeah, listen, if Drake the one and one, yo, I'm rocking with Drake. So Pusha T tagged Young Thug and was like, hey, bruh, Young Thug, you were the last verse. And you were only on that song because I requested you. So now you're going to get me taken off a song that I added you to? This is not right. It's not cool. But boo-hoo, nobody cared.
First of all, your verse 7 days, if you know what I mean. I'm up for a week. Second of all, you already went crazy the first time. So you ain't even got it. Ain't nothing but a sucker going on double takes and triple takes and quadruple takes. You should have just got all of it out on the first song. You put the first song out. You ain't even had to do all that on those niggas. You just feel like you ain't gonna get enough views on your own shit. So you came and put some bullshit on a whole nother a nigga who's resting in peace music. Trying to fuck up a nigga whole vibe. Cause you feel like, but this is the perfect platform. Thug, Gunna, and Pop Smoke. This is the perfect platform to at this nigga ass. This is the perfect song to do it on. Why the f you ain't do that shit on your own song? Do that shit on your own song, nigga. Niggas ain't jumping in on nigga business cause I don't give a f. Now what now one of y'all nigga got going on, nigga, we kill for real.
Young Thug wasn't going to allow Pusha T to diss Drake on a song that he was on. And this is the verse that Pusha T wanted to put on a Pop Smoke album that was supposed to be about peace because Pop Smoke is dead. So the verse is, you know reality bites is chestnut checkers. Those empty threats only sound good on your records. If the patois is not followed by blocker, it's like marked for death Screwface without the chopper. Let him rush the stage with you, made like Sinatra, only to hide the blade flying back through LaGuardia. I might not even buy a home out in Mississauga, wherever that is, right? Obviously, he's dissing Drake in his patois usage and, you know, pretty much calling Drake a punk, saying Drake ain't gonna do nothing. Mind you, Pusha T and Drake at the time were both under UMG, but UMG sided with Drake over Pusha T, and UMG was taking Pusha T off of records in favor of Drake. But it didn't just stop here, though. See, Drake didn't just take Pusha T off of records, use the labels to sort of like shelf Pusha T. Drake would stop Pusha T from getting a visa to Canada to do shows. It's not like Drake went ahead and contacted the venue to get it shut down. No, Drake contacted the Canadian government to shut down Pusha T getting a visa to come and do a show.
And you're banned from Canada. I thought you was just saying that.
Oh, no, I'm serious.
And this is all right. How did you know? How did you know you was banned from Canada?
My manager over here told me.
What happened? Yeah.
Well,
can Ye hit that?
I mean, I'm not gonna get into that, but
can
I
Ye
can't
hit
go.
Donald Trump? Ye
Nope,
hit
I
Donald...
ain't asked him to do nothing. Nope.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
Trump and yeah. What the fuck?
What? Bro, you said Trump. You talking about they can put it together? What are you talking about?
So you said, all right, let's just be clear. You said you went to what's them shit called? Customs? And they said,
"Oh, you got turned down. You trying to tell me you got turned down the border?" No, I didn't get turned down at the border.
Oh, so you filled out for your visa, and they said, "What did you do in Canada?"
I didn't do nothing. I went to my show. You know, it was rowdy people at the show.
Did you perform that song?
I performed. No, I didn't even get to. I didn't even get to. It got rowdy, and I got on. I got on my way.
Right.
You know, it was cool.
That's playing a different game. You get a nigga banned from the country.
That's a little next level.
That's a little different on your pettiness.
Even though Pusha T won the rap battle, he ultimately lost the war because Drake was just too powerful. Drake was at the peaks of his powers. Now, the only reason why Pusha T even won the rap battle in the first place was because Drake was still in negotiation with UMG. He was trying to leave UMG. So UMG had to humble him, and they used Pusha T to humble Drake. As soon as Drake signed back on board, bruh, they utilized their full power and network to get Pusha T out of here and make Drake king again. So this is the power you see. Drake's relationship has always been his superpowers, which is why when Kendrick Lamar says your superpowers getting neutralized, Kendrick Lamar had this thing already mapped out. Down to when Kendrick Lamar strike Drake, even that was strategic and that was mapped out. Kendrick Lamar being a tested war general already due to him gangbanging his entire life and having to go to war over literal turf and understanding the nuance and how war actually works and how to spot an enemy weakness, he was able to identify Drake's weakness. Even though Drake was the biggest rapper on the planet, he knew Drake's superpowers were waning. He knew his relationships were at odds. And he knew exactly where to hit Drake to make Drake fall. He attacked Drake's relationship with other high-profile rappers like Future and Metro Boomin. See, he did this because right now Drake was eating off Atlanta. See, the Atlanta was the wave. See, Drake had multiple waves. Drake had the Afro Beats wave. Drake had the pop wave. Now Drake had the Atlanta gangsta wave. And he was eating off it. Well, when you go ahead and you attack that relationship and put a strain on it, you make Future, Drake, and Metro have to go public and face this beef in the public and make it known we are beefing and make people pick a side. See, Drake a transplant. He still got Young Nudie, 21 Savage, but these are Atlanta natives. They are going to side with Metro and Future before Drake. And if they don't side with Metro and Future, they're going to be neutral. You make it super awkward. So now it's really difficult for Drake to do the Drake thing, which is go to Atlanta, get the thugs on his song, make a hit, and come at you and clear you out. So now you take away the hit-making ability, right? The hit song ability right now. And then you go to part 2 of neutralizing the superpower, which is Kendrick Lamar understood that Drake was currently in negotiation with UMG. He was holding UMG hostage. I'm the #1 guy on the planet. I'm at my peak right now. Give me $1 billion or else I walk. Kendrick Lamar understood that UMG, that him and Drake being signed to UMG, him being a recent signing, Drake being a signing that's out the door, that if they go to war at this moment and UMG had to choose between a guy they just signed, who's the #2 rapper in the world, and the #1 guy who's about to go, well, they're incentivized to make Kendrick Lamar the #1 guy. They're incentivized to make sure Kendrick Lamar take Drake down a couple of notches so Drake can no longer hold them hostage and Drake can acquiesce, and take what they're offering. So that's what he did. He took away Drake's hit-making ability. He took away Drake's connections with UMG and made sure UMG wouldn't interfere on Drake's behalf. And now after doing all of that and winning the rap battle, Kendrick Lamar just made another really strategic decision when it comes to this war with Drake. And this right here will be the final piece to fully neutralizing Drake's superpowers. The famous actor we once knew was looking paranoid and now spiraling. Drake sued UMG for conspiring with Spotify to artificially inflate Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us record that was calling him a pedo. Drake is saying that UMG purposely, right, through unfair practices, made Not Like Us a bigger record so Kendrick Lamar could win the battle and destroy Drake's reputation so UMG don't have to pay Drake $1 billion and they can undervalue him. Drake is saying, that's unfair, I'm suing. Well, right now UMG is still under the assumption, hey, bro, Drake is a global superstar. He's the biggest, we need Drake. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is cool, but Drake is doing $350 on a tour. We're recouping $150 to $200 million whenever Drake goes on tour. We still need this guy. We still need to make sure he's the biggest. So yeah, we're going through something right now, bruh, but they're still valuing Drake and Drake still got some leverage. Kendrick Lamar just stepped in and said, no, sorry, bruh. No more leverage for you, Drake. Kendrick Lamar just announced a stadium tour. Just announced a stadium tour, something that Drake hasn't done yet in his career. See, Kendrick Lamar is showing UMG, I'm a global superstar too. I can do a stadium. I can sell out a stadium tour. I can also gross you guys $150 to $200 million too. So you don't need to deal with Drake. If Kendrick Lamar's stadium tour is successful, if Kendrick Lamar does something that probably one other rapper like Eminem has ever done, or maybe Jay-Z and Beyonce when they did it too, if he does this, this will cement Kendrick Lamar as not just only a global superstar, but it may cement him as the biggest rap artist in the world, surpassing Drake. Because if Kendrick Lamar is showing UMG, yo, I outcharted him since this beef started. And not only have I outcharted him, I can now out-tour him. I can now do a stadium and bring you back $300 million and recoup it in one tour. If he does this and make UMG say, okay, we're no longer unsure. We're going with Kendrick Lamar. He's now our guy. We're going to make him a massive global superstar, Drake. You can go wherever you want to go, bro. You feel me? Bye-bye. If he does this, bro, it's lights out for Drake, man. Drake's superpowers are officially neutralized and nerfed if Kendrick Lamar permanently severs the relationship between UMG and Drake by making UMG think we don't need Drake. Listen, man, y'all let me know in the comment section, how do you guys think this is going to play out? Let me know. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, man, to find out how the Hawk Tuah girl downfall has finally came. The thing we've been praying for, her downfall is finally here, right? Click on this video right here to find out exactly why her downfall is finally here. I'm going to see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.